Hi, my name's John. I'm 46 years old, I'm a banker, and I've been living my whole life the opposite of how I wanted. All my dreams, my passion, gone. In a steady 9 to 7 job, 6 days a week, for 26 years. I repeatedly chose the safe path for everything, which eventually changed who I was. Today, I found out my wife has been cheating on me for the last 10 years. My son feels nothing for me. I realized I missed my father's funeral for nothing. I didn't complete my novel, travel the world, or help the homeless. All of these things I knew to be a certainty about myself when I was in my late teens and early 20s. If my younger self had met me today, I would have punched myself in the face. I'll get into how those dreams were crushed soon. Let's start with a description of me when I was 20. It seemed only yesterday when I was sure I was going to change the world. People loved me, and I loved people. I was innovative, creative, spontaneous, risk-taking, and great with people. I had 2 dreams. The first was writing a utopic dystopic novel. The second was traveling the world and helping the poor and homeless. I had been dating my wife for 4 years by then. She loved my spontaneity, my energy, my ability to make people laugh and feel loved. I knew my book was going to change the world. I would show the perspective of the bad and the twisted, showing my viewers that everyone thinks differently, that people never think what they do is wrong. I was 70 pages through when I was 20. I'm still 70 pages in, and I'm 46. By 20, I had backpacked around New Zealand and the Philippines. I planned to do all of Asia, then Europe, then America. I live in Australia, by the way. To date, I have only been to New Zealand and the Philippines. Now, we get to where it all went wrong. My biggest regrets. I was 20. I was the only child. I needed to be stable. I needed to take that graduate job, which would dictate my whole life. To devote my entire life to a 9 to 7 job. What was I thinking? How could I live a life when my life was my job? After coming home, I would eat dinner, prepare my work for the following day, get to sleep by 10 p.m., and wake up at 6 a.m. the following day. God, I can't even remember the last time I made love to my wife. Yesterday, my wife admitted to cheating on me for the last 10 years. 10 years! That seems like a long time, but I can't even comprehend it. It doesn't even hurt. She says it's because I've changed. I'm not the person I was. What have I been doing in the last 10 years? Outside of work, I really can't say anything. Not being a proper husband, not being me. Who am I? What happened to me? I didn't even ask for a divorce or yell or even cry. I felt nothing. Now I can feel a tear as I write this, but not because my wife has been cheating on me, but because I now am realizing that I have been dying inside. What happened to that fun-loving, risk-taking, energetic person that was me, hungering to change the world? I remember being asked on a date by the most popular girl in the school, but declining her for my now wife. God, I really was popular with the girls in high school and college. But I stayed loyal. I didn't explore. I studied every day. Remember all that backpacking and book writing I told you about? That was all in the first few years of college. I worked part-time and splurged all that I earned. Now, I save every penny. I don't remember a time when I've spent any money on anything fun, or anything on myself. What do I even want now? My father passed 10 years ago. I remember getting calls from my mom telling me he was getting sicker and sicker. I was getting busier and busier, on the verge of a big promotion. I kept putting my visit off, hoping in my mind he would hold on. He died, and I got my promotion. I haven't seen him in 15 years. When he died, I told myself it didn't matter that I didn't see him. Being an atheist, I rationalized that being dead, it wouldn't matter anyway. What was I thinking? Rationalizing everything. Making excuses to put things off. Excuses, procrastination. It all leads to one thing. Nothing. I rationalized that financial security was the most important thing. I now know that is definitely not the truth. I regret doing nothing with my energy when I had it. My passions, my youth. I regret letting my job take over my life. I regret being an awful husband, a money-making machine. I regret not finishing my novel, not traveling the world, not being emotionally there for my son, being a damn emotionless wallet. If you're reading this, and you have a whole life ahead of you, please, do not procrastinate. Don't leave your dreams for later. Relish in your energy, your passions. Don't stay on the internet with all your spare time, unless your passion needs it. Please, do something with your life while you have the chance. Do not settle down at 20. Do not forget your friends, your family, yourself. Do not waste your life, your ambitions, like I did mine. Do not be like me.